Friday, everybody. Webster and I decided to go for a walk, so we are at Tunnel Drive. You can see the two tunnels over my shoulder there. Webster was nice enough to get into some fire ants and get bit. Literally doesn't step out of the truck, so he's got a sore foot, so we're going to do the walk. I brought the drone in case there's some decent places to fly. But if he keeps going crazy on his foot, I don't know how long we're going to stay here. So, all right, let's see how this goes. All right, so we're literally just a few steps from where we were before, but we went through two tunnels and now we got a long one here. So this is the third one, and we'll keep going. Webster's still nursing his back foot a little bit, but he seems to want to keep going, so that's what we're going to do. The wind's not that good and I didn't bring my AirPods, so just the train heading back into town. Thought that would be worthy of giving a look-see. So we've got the outdoor car full of people watching up and down the valley. It's a beautiful train ride. The trail doesn't go near as far out as the train does. The train goes all the way past the Rail Gorge Bridge. So just some more stunning. It's kind of hard to get perspective on how far I've got to aim this camera up to get those top of the canyon walls. Well, I figure it's time for walking and talking. I thought I'm going to find a pretty place where you guys might be able to deal with the shaking because I don't have a handheld gimbal yet. And so we are on, we call it Tunnel Drive. It's 2 miles out and 2 miles back. It starts right at the edge of Cañon City and follows the railway and Arkansas River out towards the Royal Gorge. So, and just amazing views along the river all the way. And we'll have some pictures. I've got the drone with me, and the plan at this point is to go out, kind of get an idea of some places that might be neat to fly the drone. Which I was going to say, this area, this little canyon behind me, and you really can't get scale, but something like that, if the wind's not too terrible on the way back, is a spot would stop and fly and get some footage. So we've got some of that to intertwine in here, get the video ready. So, all right, continue down the trail. All right, the post over my shoulder is the 2 mile mark for the end of the trail, saying don't go any further. There is a little offshoot up that way. It's a pretty good trail. A little bit of ascend to get up to it from the parking lot, but after that it's a real comfortable walk. So pretty much anybody can do it if you're just coming out here getting used to the altitude. I'm sure that first little jaunt up will wind you, but after that it's all good. So let's see if we can fly the drone a little bit on the way back. Alright, so this one's worth a voiceover. We're flying a DJI Mavic Mini. The camera does do a 20% up angle from the drone. My goal and what I was trying to do was I was trying to get up high enough that we could peek up to the top of the rim. Per FAA rules, I can only go 400 feet above where my takeoff point is. And at this point, I peak here in a little bit at about 394 feet and then just swing out towards the valley where we do get some nice sweeping views and we're high enough up that you can get perspective. But I just couldn't go high enough per the letter of the law to get up over those side rims. Hope you're enjoying the video. If you do, please subscribe to the YouTube channel, and if there's anything in our area that you want to see, we're by Cañon City, Colorado, leave it in the comments and we'll go out and get some footage of it. You might notice there's a group of kids walking through the tunnel. There's actually two groups, and they were singing. It was quite amazing. I wish I had audio. But, so we're going to see Mark's first crash here in a little bit. So this is the longest tunnel. It's the first one you come to from the parking lot, and I thought on the way back it would be neat to fly the drone through. Just flying it right in front of us as Webster and I are walking. But there was a hefty little breeze blowing through here, much stronger than the 15 to 20, 25 miles an hour that the drone could handle. And right about here, we stop seeing forward progress. So I drop it a little bit. It's struggling. And it quit struggling. And I'm trying to avoid bouncing it off the wall. That didn't work, and we crash. No major damage. I've got one propeller I need to replace that got a little nick on it, but other than that, we're safe, and it did really well. I figured I would leave the crash in. So this is the last tunnel, the first one if you're entering through the parking lot, which is just a short walk past this. I made it through successfully the two smaller tunnels. There wasn't near the wind issues. But this is one of my favorite shots. We're going to pan up and go a trail to the right there and just kind of peek over the rocks to Cañon City. The ridge in the center there is Skyline Drive off to the right now, but it's just a beautiful drive and a neat place. I haven't been up there with the drone when it wasn't windy, so one of these days we'll have to check that out. And then here, we're just kind of finishing up. We get one last look at the Royal Gorge train going back out with new passengers and a couple rafters in the background floating down the Arkansas River. Again, it was just an amazing walk. Beautiful sights. There's not a whole lot of people out there. We probably saw 7 or 8 rafts during our walk, and with the two groups of kids, maybe 24 people. But other than that, it wasn't heavily traveled, not a lot of people around, great place to social distance. Webster and I had a good time. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you do, please subscribe to the channel.